Happy Tuesday. Phil Lindemann with your midday news on Krystal 93. The feds have declared a water shortage on Lake Mead for the first time ever as capacity there falls 9 feet below the previous low water mark. Reuters reports that Arizona will be hit hardest by this declaration, forced to cut water use by 18% this year. New Mexico, Nevada, and even Mexico will also be making cuts, affecting tens of millions on the Colorado River Basin. We've been hearing all about record tourism this summer, making Summit one of the 5 busiest counties in the country. But I-70 traffic so far this month is way behind last year. Volume this past weekend was down 20% compared to the same weekend in 2020. After 2 weekends, traffic is trailing last August by 3.5%, a loss of nearly 11,000 cars. Google Maps and other GPS tools were sending drivers over sketchy alternate routes when Glenwood Canyon closed, and CDOT's Shoshana Liu has one piece of advice.
But it doesn't replace common sense in terms of picking a route, particularly when driving through the mountains. I would say that drivers should be very careful about any route that doesn't look like a major highway that routes you over mountain passes.
CDOT itself caught flack for saying Independence Pass was closed when it wasn't, confusing Google Maps.
I wouldn't have characterized it as lying to the GPS.
Moral of the story, try route finding before you leave, or keep it tuned here to your highway information station for detours that get you where you actually need to go. Summit Fire and EMS will be asking residents for a new property tax this November, the second mill levy question since 2018. Summit Fire is losing $2.3 million next year from an expiring tax. If passed, the new mill levy would generate about $4.5 million, covering most of an expected shortfall of $5 million. Voters in 2018 passed a mill levy stabilization measure for local fire districts to offset the Gallagher Amendment, which then got repealed last year. The 2022 budget and overnight parking fees are on the council agenda in Dillon tonight. Council looks at a 5-year strategic plan, including park improvements, building upgrades, and cash for the police. Overnight parking has been a headache across Dillon, and remedies come with a price tag: $300 for annual resident and business passes, $20 per night for visitors. Cash would go to plowing and maintaining lots. Today's Board of County Commissioners meeting has been canceled. Commissioners were also scheduled to meet with the Health Board today. Trough Road, from Highway 9 to the Colorado River, is open again after a 4-hour closure this morning. Again, that is Trough Road, from Highway 9 to Pump House, Rancho Del Rio, and more on the river, open again now. In sports, the Rockies beat the Padres last night, 6-5. The Rockies face the Padres again tonight at 6:40. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, the town of Breck is purchasing the Summit Mountain Challenge Town Bike Series. Current owner Jeff Westcott of Maverick Sports.
I've enjoyed a nice 21-year run, which is a career in any industry, and I feel like it's time for me to get out of the way, and the town of Breckenridge approached me.
Breck's also buying the Junior Mountain Bike League and Firecracker 50 from Westy. His final race as series director is the Peaks Trail Time Trial next week, but Mav Sports is not going anywhere. He will still be doing timing and run events like the Imperial Challenge Breck Crest. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.